Oh my gosh, you guys, I just spotted a giant fish. Fish just ate my bait. There we go, fish on. What's going on, everybody? Nick from 619 Fishing here, and welcome back to another fishing adventure. In this episode, we are heading to an awesome fishing spot. It is a spillway that I recently discovered, but the coolest part about this fishing spot is not the spillway itself, but this tiny creek beneath the spillway that is home to some monster fish. And the goal today is to catch one of those monster fish and hopefully break a PB. I am, however, very nervous for this episode, not because of the fishing, but because the heat index is going to easily reach triple digits, and it is going to be incredibly hot. Hopefully the fish are still biting.
I've been tried and you know I've been tested, but I won't back down, no, I'll never surrender.
We have finally made it down to the spillway, and there are a few surprises down here. Surprise number one, there's actually water flowing through the spillway. I was not expecting that at all. But surprise number two, it looks like they did some erosion control. There's a ton new rock down here, and it looks like they actually dug out the spillway itself just a little bit. I cannot wait to get started. The goal for today is to catch a monster fish, and to complete that goal, our first step is going to be to catch some fresh baits, but I did bring some bait along with me. I, of course, brought a ton of night crawlers, but along with the night crawlers, I actually brought a frozen whiting, which is a saltwater fish, but I am hoping these freshwater fish will eat it as well. Let's get started. All right, guys, let's go ahead, toss out this night crawler and try to catch some fresh bait. That literally took less than a second. This green sunfish picked up the bait as soon as it touched the water. Let's go ahead and use this guy to try to catch a monster. All right, I've got a nice chunk of green sunfish rigged up on a Carolina rig. Let's go ahead and toss it out in a deeper spot in this spillway.
I was born for this. Baby, I was born for this.
All right, guys, there's the take. Sling has this bait. There we go, fish on. All right, first catch is a really decent sized bullhead catfish. This guy picked up a chunk of that green sunfish. See you later, buddy. That bullhead was not a terrible catch, but I am after something that could quite honestly eat that guy whole. Let's go ahead and get another bait out there in the water. Holy cow, you guys, I just spotted a nice fish. Let's see if I can get him to go for the bait. Oh, that's such a cool looking fish. Oh my gosh. Check out the size of this bullhead. This is one of the biggest, if not the biggest bullhead that I've ever caught. What a beast. See you later, buddy. The sheer number of fish living in this tiny spillway is shocking, and there are some big ones mixed in there as well. Let's fish here for a little bit longer, try to catch one of those big fish, and then continue downstream to the tiny creek of giants. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just spotted a giant fish. Fish just ate my bait. There we go, fish on. Oh no, he's off. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. All right, guys, I just spotted some big fish, and they were not interested in my cut bait. So let's go ahead, try to throw out the cast net to attempt to catch some small fish to use as live bait. All right, guys, we caught something. All right, we caught, it looks like a couple crappie, a bluegill, and a couple shad. Let's go ahead, let these crappie go, and keep these other guys for bait. Okay, I was seeing those big fish in this pool right out here in front of me. This is a spot that was not nearly as deep on my last trip out, but it looks like they dug it out. and those big fish are hanging out right in the deep spot. Let's rig up this shad as live bait and see if we can tempt one of those big fish. All right guys, Sling picked up the shad. Yeah, Sling has the shad. Let's give him a second to eat and go for the hook set. There we go, fish on. Oh, no. Darn. Holy cow, you guys, I just threw my cast net out and I got a ton of fish. I've got a handful of crappie, a bunch of bluegill, and some shad. But the most interesting of all of these fish has to be this channel catfish. Check this guy out. What an awesome fish. Let's go ahead and let these guys go. See you later, buddy. There we go. All right. Finally caught another fish. A small channel catfish. Well guys, I tried my best and unfortunately it does not look like this catfish is going to make it. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep him to use him as bait. There is no doubt about it. I gave this spillway a little bit too much of my time. The problem is I saw a couple really nice fish swimming out there and I tried sight fishing for them, and fast forward 2.5 hours, all I've been able to catch is that little channel catfish. So it is officially time to move downstream to the tiny creek of Giants. Hopefully we'll be able to catch a big fish there. I'll be honest with you guys, I am not feeling too great, but I did come up to a deep spot right out here in front of me. Hopefully there are some big fish hiding out there beneath the surface. Let's get some baits out. The further I've gone downstream, the more I've noticed that there appears to have been some severe flooding this year. There are a bunch of downed trees. I don't know how that's going to affect fishing, but let's go ahead and find out. I just casted that directly into a root wad. There's no way. You guys, there are so many mosquitoes. I am getting hounded. They don't care about my bug spray whatsoever. Hopefully this is all going to be worth it. Well guys, the only thing biting right now are the mosquitoes, so I need to go ahead and call it. It is safe to say that today did not go as planned. I was hoping to catch a monster fish out of this creek, and unfortunately it just did not happen. I think that's because I spent a little bit too much time fishing directly beneath that spillway, so you better believe I'll be back out here to chase after that monster. But I really can't complain too much because we were able to catch a few fish. So overall, I had a lot of fun today. If you guys enjoyed this episode, I'd really appreciate it if you left a thumbs up, possibly think about subscribing if you haven't. I'll catch you guys on the next one.
I was born for this. I was born for this.
All right, here we go. Terrible throw. Sling has this bait. Whoa. I don't know how that's going to affect fishing, but let's go ahead and find out. I just casted that directly into a root wad.